Hello students, in today's video we will discuss about chapter 5 of class 6, that is separation of substances. Many students or their parents drink tea and you will see your mother uses strainer to separate tea leaves from the liquid. The function of that strainer is to separate solid substances from liquid substances. In chapter number 3, Fiber to Fabric, you have already learned about ginning. In that process, cotton fibers are separated from seed. Now, let us take another example, churning of milk or curd. Here, churning means stirring continuously. In all of these examples, two different substances are separated. So, separation of substances means to separate various substances. Now come to your table number 5.1. That why do we separate substances? Here we will discuss about separation process, the purpose or reason for which we do the separation, and what do we do with the separated components. The first separation process is separate stones from rice. What is the purpose for which we do the separation? To remove impurities or harmful substances. What do we do with the separated components? We throw away the impurities. What are the impurities? Dust or husk, etc. Your second separation process is churning of milk to obtain butter. What is its purpose? To separate two different but useful components. And what do we do with the separated components? We use both of the components. The third one is separate tea leaves. Its main purpose is to remove non-useful components. And what do we do with the separated components? We throw away the solid because we have already used them to prepare the tea. From this table, we know that why we separate different substances and what we do with the separated components. We have to separate harmful substances, or sometimes we need to separate useful substances if we need to use them separately. The particles of the substances are of different sizes and they may be solid, liquid or gas, and to separate them various methods are applied. Methods of separation. The first one is hand picking. In this process, substances are separated from the mixture by picking them out with the help of hand. For example, hand picking stones from grain. In this process, stones are being separated from various grains like wheat, rice, pulses, etc. Here, the quantity of the impurities are not very large. Threshing. After harvesting the crop like paddy or wheat, they are lying in the fields so that they can dry up and grain is separated from them. Each stalk has many grain seeds attached to it. The process of separation of grain from stalks is known as threshing. In this process, the stalks are beaten to free the grain seeds. It is mainly done by bullocks or machines. Winnowing. Winnowing is the method in which heavier components of the mixture are separated from lighter substances with the help of wind. Let us take an example. In this diagram, this lady has mixture of wheat and husk. Husk is the covering of wheat. Suppose wind is moving from left to right. As husk is lighter than wheat, it can travel to certain distance and get separated from wheat. The next process is sieving. Sieving is a method in which particles are separated on the basis of the difference in their sizes by using sieve plates. Here it is the diagram of a sieve plate. In this plate, bigger particles cannot pass through and stay in the plate, and smaller particles pass through it and get separated. In construction sites, you can see this type of sieves. Here sand is passed through it and gets separated from pebbles and stones.